Well, I didn't think that we could come in here and just huddle and break the huddle and you know, run a normal pace. I felt like our guys were learning about the pace we wanted to play with better and better every week, and they, for 3 quarters, I think they did what we wanted them to do, and then it got a little sloppy in the 4th quarter. We need to, understand about playing 60 minutes.
Because you wanted to take the crowd out of it, and you thought that might work because they would do it well.
Well, I knew that's a good question. I knew that the crowd was going to be a big factor, so we spent a lot of time during the week on crowd noise and cranking the music up, and I thought our guys handled that pretty well because this is a great atmosphere. What a great college football atmosphere here at Iowa, and our guys had to definitely handle that, and I thought they did a nice job of that.
How would you assess Bill Belton's play tonight, Bill?
Well, I thought he played well. I think he took care of the football. He saw some things and made the right cut, and I think he's feeling better, and he did some nice things tonight.
Bill, how important was the bye week in terms of getting all that NASCAR stuff in, and with Belton, he looked fresher out there?
I think when the bye week falls right in the middle of the season, it's always a good thing, and it gave us a chance to sell-scout and correct some things. It gave guys like Billy, a chance to heal up a little bit, and it gave us a chance as a coaching staff to figure out what we needed to improve on, and we still can improve. We got a long way to go. We still can get better at many things.
Bill, can you talk about Matt McGloin? Looked like he was really controlling
Matt, Matt's just a very bright guy, competitive guy, and he's done a nice job of the operation this year, calling the play and understanding the play clock and understanding the situation, and through 7 games you can't say enough about Matt McGloin. The guy's worked at it. He's prepared, and he's a fun guy to coach.
Bill, how about the third and 4 to Carter early in the game, that second touchdown drive? What all went into that, and how much that was a turning point?
See, the one he made the catch on the sideline over there? Yeah, that was a great play. I mean, that was, it was a conversion type play, and he converted it properly, and he just went up. He's got really good hands, and he's an athletic guy. He's a basketball player in high school, and very athletic guy, very bright guy, instinctive, and made a real nice play on that to keep the drive alive.
Bill, how good can this team be in your mind?
I just think it's week to week. I think we've got a very, very difficult challenge ahead of us with one of the best teams in the country, in Ohio State. In my opinion, Ohio State's a top 10 football team. I believe they went to 8-0 today, and they're an undefeated team, and they got a great coaching staff with a fantastic head coach in Urban, and we got a big challenge. I just think it's back to the drawing board on Monday, and hopefully our guys will come back to work ready to go on Monday.
With all the plays run, could you see it affecting the Iowa defense, stamina-wise?
I think it's a deal where when you go fast tempo, I don't think that Iowa was necessarily affected conditioning-wise by that. I think it's just a matter of communication and getting lined up, and we were able to go fast sometimes and catch them in some things, and that worked out well for us. But I think they're a tough, physical, well-conditioned football team.
At what point did Bill Belton look like he was physically returned before the ankle injury?
I think he's been getting better and better every week, and I felt like over the bye week I saw a little bit more juice, and obviously we saw that tonight. So I think it's been kind of week to week and seen improvement every week.
Did he keep McGloin in there because he thought it was still his game, or?
What's that?
No, Stephen bench. Why did he keep McGloin in?
I mean, I just didn't feel great about where we were with the game. I didn't think the game was that. I mean, from where I was on the sideline, I don't think the game's ever over. So I just felt like it was still Matt's game.
Was this McGloin's finest game?
What's that?
Was it the quarterback's finest game?
I think he played well. I'd have to, I got to go back and watch the tape, and I think he played a good game. I think you got to give him a lot of credit this year through 7 games. This guy's been prepared, and he's a smart guy. He's a competitive guy. Guys when they're in their 5th year, they understand, they grow up, and they understand that they only have a few shots left at Penn State. And to this point, he's done a really nice job. I'm proud of him.
Usually, Bill, you get a whole season, you have a couple of down, flat weeks, and it's inevitable, and I keep waiting for it to happen, and it doesn't happen. I mean, it doesn't happen. It hasn't happened yet. Would you agree with that? Which is
What is
amazing.
there to be flat about? You're playing
Exactly.
college football. You're
Well, they
playing in
always-
front of 80,000 people here at Kinnick Stadium, 100,000 people at Penn State. I mean, what in the world would there ever be to be flat about? I mean, it's an energy game. It's a game where our guys in that locker room, they love to play it. They love to practice it. It's not always pretty, but I couldn't be prouder of the guys in that locker room and how the effort with which they play. And you know, they know at the end of the day, there's only 5 games left. There's only 5 games left. So what are you going to do? Have a flat? Okay, we're going to be flat today, and then the last 4 we'll get it up. I mean, it's these guys. You know, I believe that these guys will come ready to play and be energized. Now, whether we win or not, who knows? I mean,
I'm not talking about necessarily winning, but
they'll be energized.
yeah, they've always been energized. And do you think maybe this is a unique situation, not only because of what you're talking about, only 5 more games left and you know that, but all of these other forces, it's almost like this has become some sort of quest. And
I think when you play football at Penn State, and I'm a rookie at Penn State, I've only been here 9 months, but I believe that when you play football at Penn State, you have a hell of a lot to play for. And I believe that you have 1,000 lettermen to play for, you have a tradition to play for, you have a student body to play for, you have each other to play for, and I believe that these kids have really good chemistry, and you know, football is a sport that you have to show up to play every single day and every single week. If you don't, you're going to be in trouble, and so hopefully they continue to do that.
Bill, we're up high. We can't tell a lot of things. Just explain the emotion and energy your defense was playing with tonight.
Yeah, they play very hard. They play good within the scheme. They communicate. It's really, to this point in the season, it's been fun to watch them every week communicate out there, the adjustments, the you know, the things that they have to do to the defensive line, to the linebackers, to the secondary. It's been fun to watch that, and hopefully, like I said, they can continue to get better and play that way.
Was it significant to get Fickens' performance, what he did?
Yeah, I think he made his PATs and he made the 1 field goal, and then I thought the last kick was low. I'll have to see it on film, but he's a great kid. I mean, I can't say enough about Sam Ficken, and I'm glad to see that he had some success tonight.
Bill, what did you learn about your team tonight in a place where Iowa rarely loses and B doesn't get blown out very often?
Well, I think, again, we have a resilient bunch of kids that really enjoy playing. They love to play for each other. I believe they enjoy playing for this coaching staff, and they have a lot to play for. Like I just said, I mean, there's a lot to play for at Penn State when you're a Penn State football player, and there's a lot to coach for when you're a Penn State coaching staff. So I think that I think these guys are a resilient bunch of guys.
Do you like where this is headed so far? I mean, you installed the new offense. It's been successful through the Big Ten season so far. You have Ohio State next week. I mean, there's a lot of good surrounding you guys right now.
Yeah, I think these guys are getting better every week. I think they improve. I definitely think, though, that there's a lot to improve on. I know I'm going to go back and watch that tape tomorrow morning when we get back, and there's going to be things I'm frustrated at seeing, that we can do better, that we can play better, and that's what our guys need to understand. They can't be satisfied. They have to go back to the drawing board, and we have to put together a good game plan for a great opponent and try to get better all week.
Gerald Hodges and Malcolm Willis, were they okay? They didn't seem to play much in the field.
I believe they were fine. Yeah, I believe they were fine.
4 sacks and 2 interceptions. How heads up are your defensemen playing today?
They play. They're instinctive. They understand the scheme. They practice hard. They communicate well, and it was a good game by them tonight.
Bill, you guys are outscoring people 66-0 in the first quarter. What do you attribute that to?
We talk a lot about how to start the game, and what our opening plays are, and what our opening defenses are, and how we're gonna play on special teams. So I think our guys understand how we want to start the game, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
Okay.